we're gonna give you the grand tour. So this is a YZ250F. It looks so cool in the case. I don't know, I feel like you can never spend enough time in a place like this. Welcome to Wheelhaven Garage. What you're looking at right now is kind of our main service bay for our four-wheel vehicles. We definitely drive our truck and a Subaru a ton, so we pull them in here, we do our oil changes and all that jazz. I call this the crafty corner. I have a lot of my art supplies and I do a lot of cosplay or things like that over here in this corner. Again, it's a little bit chaotic, but everything we need to get stuff done around the house happens in this bay. This is where we keep a lot of extra parts, and then we do have this table here if we ever have to do some serious work, as you can see. Also really neat, we've got our own little vinyl cutter here, so we do stickers and things like that for our bikes. Anything that we can imagine, we can cut out on this thing pretty much. But of course, they're always watching, guys. They're always watching. So here in the gear corner, we've got a really nice setup to get geared for the ride. We have a whole helmet shelf here. I know this looks like a lot. There's two of us, don't forget that. For my helmets, and I write down the model there so I can find my helmets really quick. And then Alex has his red tag. You'll notice that bagging up everything's kind of our game. This is a big metal building and little critters can find their way in. And that goes for like any garage. So any of you out there who have had that rogue mouse get in your leather suit or something like that, our recommendation is look at something like these store pods or these garment bags, and that's gonna really help you out with something like that. Let's head up to the loft. Got a lot of cool motorcycle memorabilia, all that kind of jazz. And then we'll head back down to the good stuff. So welcome to the loft. This is kind of like game room, party central. We got some of our favorite collectibles we've gathered over the years. Some trophies from club racing days, all of our favorite helmets on display. For instance, this one here is actually from our wedding. We got married at a racetrack, and unfortunately, I did dispatch this helmet on the racetrack at a race later on, but it looks so cool in the case. And as you see, Alex also has a bunch of a similar motif and wing style that we designed together. This champagne bottle, this is when Ultimotors got its first podium in a professional race that was Endurocross with Ty Tremaine. So I'm really excited to have this podium champagne bottle. I even put some of the dirt from Reno in there. Really, really good memories of that. Also got some of my personally designed gear here on display, as you can see. So that's always been a fun piece of mine. We definitely nerd out with the best of them. We've got all of our favorite vintage and recent toys and all the sci-fi categories we love. We're huge Comic-Con fans. With this year, it was awesome. We've been several years, as you can see up there. And then over here is kind of our gaming and movie console. We've got all of our old systems that are still workable and playable. But yeah, we've definitely had a lot of fun and partying up here in this loft. The man behind the camera right now is my husband, Alex. So Alex, come on in. Hey, this is our space. This is our dream garage that we have together. What his is mine, what's mine is mine. No, I'm just kidding. we share a lot of passions and hobbies, and you're gonna see that throughout our garage.
I'm pretty sure myself and everybody else wants to talk about some motorcycles. So what do you got for us?
Oh, we got some bikes for you for sure. I like to call this BMW 310 the baby shark. I like to say it's tiny but mighty. So that's the baby shark. Next up is Alex's Honda Hawk.
The Hawk was kind of ahead of his time. Twin spar aluminum frame, single-sided swing arm, 650 V-twin. This one's been punched out to 400. Here, you go run around. Go.
Now moving on, this is my Husqvarna FE250. I ride this bike a ton. This is my dual sport of choice. I think if I had to pick an absolute favorite in the garage right now, it's probably this Graves-built Yamaha R6. This is for the track only. It is not street legal, although it used to be. And now that we know that Yamaha's phased out the R6s, I feel like this puppy's just gone up in value.
This 2000 Ducati 996. I used to work for Ducati, so finally got one. We've already started modding it out because we can't help ourselves. So we put on the carbon fiber upper fairing, full Corsa, front fender. We put the Olin shock on it because this one came with a Showa, and I just like Olin's better. I've always raced with Olin's.
This this is my forever bike. It's a 1974 CB360. You know, my dad and I did a bunch of vintage racing back on the East Coast. And this is our two race bikes combined into one, the best parts of everything on it.
So this is a 2006 R1. It was the last generation of the traditional inline 4 engine before they went to the crossplane crank, which as I recall was 09. It was really modded out, so it's got the limited edition Marchesini wheels, it's got the Öhlins, it's got a power commander, quick shifter, you name it, it's pretty done up. So again, we call this one the Star 1.
This is a YZ250F in Supermoto trim, built by one of our good friends, Francois Di Martini. We like to call him Frenchie. A really smart guy with a wrench. So he did a lot of special mods to this bike. It runs awesome. We like to run Supermoto at Choctaw. They have a little course there. And of course we got Adams or Apex around here in Southern California, where we can just get a little, you know, shreddy on it. What do we got here?
This actually isn't in its best form right now, but this is a 2017 Husqvarna TC250 that I am keeping forever. So I've thrown everything at this bike. It is basically as close to a factory bike as you can probably get. I don't know, there's not much to tell. This one we should take out in the backyard and shoot it.
I can't say enough good thing about these bikes, and I don't even have to sell them anymore. It's not my job. But as you can see, we loved and believed in them so much that we have two in our own garage. They're just runners, man. They don't have those problems. You don't have to worry about changing air filters or doing oil changes or any of that. They really truly are like plug and play.
This is what we call the War Pig 2007 KTM 525. It's kind of my dual sport bike. I came into it again through a friend. Always looking for good deals. You don't thing about this garage is you'd be surprised at actually how little we've spent on most of these bikes. We're always trying to find a good deal, and we're not afraid to kind of work and build them up.
All right, guys, well, that's gonna wrap it up. That's the garage tour of Wheelhaven Garage. And I'm your host, Jen Dunstan. Thanks so much for hanging out and kicking it with me and Fanny. So we'll see you next time.
Always get the pan out.